Yeah, I mean, biggest thing after that was, we knew we couldn't win every round, and at the end of the day, it's just one loss. We have to, come back and, prepare for the next game, and not let that become two games. And obviously, a huge game tomorrow night for us.
How much of an adjustment was it to play without Scotty? And did you learn now heading into a second game?
Yeah. Scotty was obviously a big part of the team. Brought a lot to the table, and everyone, everyone has to step up and do more to, fill that void, especially what he brought in scoring for us. And we had a great week of practice just to work on us, and we feel like we can make that adjustment. We're ready for tomorrow.
As a veteran, how do you feel as far as communicating to the rest of the team to make sure, like you said, it doesn't get too much?
Right. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. Not every team is going to win, every game, and it's the teams that protect home court and stop the bleeding after that one loss or one game. That are good in the league, and so that's what we have to do. We just got to take care of home court. Tomorrow night is obviously a huge game, rivalry game with Illinois. Everyone's going to be excited for it, and we'll be ready.
As a veteran, is there anything you're saying in the locker room to make sure the younger guys have the right mindset?
Yeah, just same thing we were saying even before the Purdue game. We just got to stay focused, one game at a time, and can't take anyone lightly. Anyone can win any game, and tomorrow, it's a huge game for us. We approach every game as the biggest game of our season. Every game is extremely important, and it's going to be no different tomorrow. And we'll be ready.
What do you feel like the team's confidence level is coming off that loss to Purdue and coming into a big?
Yeah. We're still in a great place. We know we're a good team, and as I reiterated, and so did Coach. It's just one game. Just because the score was what it was, it just doesn't count any more than just one loss for us. And we just got to bounce back at home tomorrow.
Sanjay, Malcolm Hill's a guy that can do a lot mid-range. He even shoots the three, likes to put the ball on the floor. What do you see from him, and how do you prepare for him?
Yeah, he's obviously a very dynamic player. A great scorer, does a lot of things for Illinois, and we know that the key to us for us to win is we got to stop him, make him take a lot of tough shots, and we know he's gonna make some tough shots because he's a good player. But just we're gonna lock in on him as a team, and focus in on him.
A lot of buzz about you guys right now. How are you coaching? It's a fine line. You want you guys to hear the noise, embrace it, but also stay focused on the task at hand. How are you guys able to do that?
Obviously that's a question we get asked this year, every single interview we ever do. But just maintaining focus. I know it's easier said than done, but keeping our vision one game at a time, keeping our minds clear of everyone, just focusing on that game that we're playing. That's the most important. Staying grounded, knowing that all the success can go away if we don't maintain our focus. And as a captain of these guys, I try to say that as much as I can. And every game is the biggest game of our season, and we can't look forward to anything.
After the way the Patriots came back last night, the the World Series, is there a mentality of, hey, why not us? Why can't we be that first team to make it?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, a fantastic story last night. And, being in the Chicago area with the Cubs is awesome to be a part of, and that's absolutely a mindset we have. No reason why it couldn't be us, but we all know that if we look forward to all that, that none of that can even happen. So we just need to just as I said, stay grounded, stay in the moment, one game at a time, and we'll get what we deserve.
Sanjay, you guys in Illinois are kind of at opposite ends. I know that the records don't matter, but does it show you at all? You've been here for 5 years now. Does it show you at all the growth of a program for you guys to be where you are right now?
Yeah, obviously Illinois is a talented team, and it's a team that we can't take lightly just because their record is what it is. We have to approach them just as we would us playing Purdue the other day. We got to treat them with respect, prepare for them. And obviously it's great to where the program is right now. As being here for my 5th year, it's great to see everything coming together. And I know how much hard work has gone into everything. I've been a part of a lot of it. And, a lot of people before this helped lay the foundation as well. And we know we just got to maintain that focus and approach tomorrow as an important game.
Bryant, last year after some early success, you guys kind of hit a run. There was a little bit of a skid from the veteran standpoint. What are you telling the guys to make sure that doesn't happen again?
You got to stop the bleeding. I mean, every team we play is really good, so it's easy to lose multiple games in a row. And the teams that do special things, they don't allow that to happen. So it's just responding. We took a tough loss on the road to a ranked team, no reason to panic. But tomorrow we have to come out and protect our home floor and win the game.
Is this group good at being able to do that? I mean, you were involved in some of those long stretches of bad games before.
I mean, yeah, we've shown a lot of character this year. I mean, there's been 2 games where we've lost. The Butler game, I mean, where we responded, we came back and responded. Early in the year, we lost 2 in a row, and we roped off 6 in a row. So we've showed a lot of character, and it's just continuing to do that.
Did you see Isaiah's first one?
I mean, he was nervous early, and I think everybody knew that. He got stripped early, but in the second half, I thought he played really well. Thought he defended well, gave us good presence, attacked the basket. I think he needs to trust his jump shot a little bit more. I thought there were some jumpers that he passed up, but that'll come. I think he's doing really well, and as he becomes more comfortable in his role for right now, he'll find much more success.
Bryant, back-to-back 20-plus point games. It seems like even more aggressive trying to get into the lane, get to your floater, or get into the lane and dish out to shooters. Has that been something that you've been more mindful of with Scotty hurt and then out?
Yeah, I mean, I just got to be a little bit more aggressive, looking to create. Obviously, our best scorer is out right now, and so somebody's got to make it up. So it's just trying to create more opportunities for everybody. So I mean, I guess a little bit of that is just me trying to get into the lane.
Right, I think looking back at last year, Vic was out the whole year. Scotty was in and out of the lineup. You were maybe not having the year you were expecting. When you're going through that, was it hard to imagine how good this year could be? Was it tough to stay on track and think positive?
Yeah, I mean, you're so wrapped up in last year, you don't really think of forward. Like, I'm not thinking about next year right now. There's no time for that. If you do that, that's when you go on these losing streaks. And especially if you're not focused on the next game. And so, I mean, last year I thought we had a pretty good year. I mean, we won 20 games. There was no reason to even look ahead.
But all you guys seem to make that jump together, Vic coming back, Scotty taking a big leap. How do you think that came about? Was there anything that in the summer that brought you guys together? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we just all understood that we were older now. It was time for us to make that jump. Obviously, Scott had to do some growing up, and he did. He did an incredible job this past summer, and that's why you're seeing the player he is on the floor today. And Vic being back, being out allowed him to grow, learn the game a little bit more, become a little bit more mentally sharp. And I think he's the best defender in the Big Ten. So I think he should be Defensive Player of the Year the way he's been guarding the other team's best player. So just their growth, I think, was just key.
With the injuries you guys have dealt with, do you feel like you have kind of like a next man up mentality on the team?
Yeah, you kind of have to. It's part of any college basketball season. If you look around the country, everybody's had an injury, had sickness. It's part of it. And going into the year, you understand that you may lose a guy or two, and you want them to come back, but you got to keep playing. If you allow that to defeat you, then your season can be over pretty quick.
I know you guys, there's been a lot of talk today about how you're thinking one day at a time, not worry about the tournament. When you guys came in together as recruits, were you how much did you imagine this day that we could be the first group to do something really special?
Yeah, I think that's part of being recruited here, especially with Coach Collins' first class. That was our goal together and with Coach, is to establish something that's never been done and continue to withhold that and make it a respectable program that's good each and every year, where you're not talking about, this is the first time making the NCAA tournament. You're talking about how deep are they going to go in the tournament. So it's just establishing that culture.
Coach says you guys don't talk about the tournament much, but after what we've seen from even Villanova winning the tournament last year, the Patriots last night, the Cubs, I mean, is this your year?
Yeah, why not us? Isn't that the Cubs motto? I mean, we've kind of taken that on. It was, why not us? And that's not something we're afraid of. We can't put all the pressure on us that, we failed for 80 years. I mean, all it takes is 1 year, and I think we believe, this is the best team that's ever been here, and so yeah, why not?
How do you think you guys got to be so good on defense? The numbers are.
Yeah, I mean, coaches obviously have done a great job giving us a scouting report, and we've done a great job going out and executing it. But just the growth, I mean, like I said, I think Vic Law should be defensive player of the year in this conference. I mean, he takes the other team's best player away each and every night, and that's not something you worry about. And then, you know, the growth of Scott defensively. I think I've grown defensively as well. I think just overall, everybody's matured and taken that to heart, that in order for us to be good, we have to defend, because we don't have the most talent. We're not walking out every night with the most talent on the floor every night. So that's part of it.
Are you looking to do anything differently on defense without Scotty? Maybe pressure cars a little bit more?
Maybe. But I mean, our defense has been so good that the keeping guys out of the paint and compacting everything, I don't see us changing that up much. We might throw a curveball every once in a while. Coach is good about that. But our fastball's pretty hard to hit. So we give Coach a hard time. We've worked a little bit on our zone, and you know, we tell Coach we have a Roldis Chapman fastball. Why are we throwing any curve? So I think that's what makes our defense so good too, is we believe in it.
I know that you probably don't like to think about it too much, but you referenced that 10-game losing streak you as a freshman.
Yeah.
And you feel like you knew that you were going to grow from it then, and now do you feel like you've grown from that now? It seemed like you guys lost so many close games, and now you're winning some of those games.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the league. If you look around, there's a lot of teams that are young that are losing those close games or almost giving those close games away. You know, with Penn State almost giving that game away to Rutgers so that's just part of it. So it's just growing up. This is a league that you have to almost be old in to really find a lot of success. There's not a lot of young teams that go out and win the Big Ten regular season. So that's just part of it.